myself up. Okay, let me turn this down. I don't think the mixer channels are. I think the mixer channels are also synced between computers. Let me see. In that case, let me turn down the music a little bit. Hold on. Hold on, I don't want it not to be no music in there. Let me turn a little bit up. A little bit. Alright. Yeah, we're live, man. About to get it going. And close out
Yes.
some stuff in the background, playing some other stuff, but yeah, dude, like we are definitely here and live today.
Yeah.
Back at it with a
Yes.
stream. I have a lot of tabs open. Yeah, we're live. Let me see. I have a lot of like art stuff. I was thinking about making a Pixiv account for like my Tato joints, but that's probably gonna have to wait for a little bit. Alright, let me make sure that everything's good. Reception. Oh yeah. Hey Felix, back at it.
Yes. Back at it again.
Yes. What's been going on, man? Like it's been a couple days.
It's been a little.
Alright, I think I'm good. Latency seems to be alright.
Usual. Yeah.
Seems to be smooth. Seems to be. Me. Okay, cool. Alright, let me get my tablet. Alright, man. More Tato art. Gotta make some stuff with some of the other Tatos, right? I'm gonna see if I can get more of the OCs in there. Get the other colors in there. And redo them, update their look. Let me put this on my box so my computer doesn't overheat because I don't have a proper fan for it. So, oh, I unplugged it by mistake. Okay, but let me see what I can do here today. Hopefully that wasn't too much noise. It's only 12. We should be alright. We should be alright. So it's gonna be an okay day. Let me go get a picture right quick. I had of the other ones, the other spuds. But yeah, Ren. So what's been up? What's been up with you, man? You what were you doing while I was like knocked out?
I was still drawing.
Right.
But I feel like I don't know. I'm just trying to practice. Just drawing more stuff for like outfits and things for Kiki. I actually finished the previous drawing already, but I'm just doing the next one.
Right.
But I want to do more like, I don't know. I feel like I feel like I just want to do more sketchy stuff maybe, but we'll see. Just switch things up.
Are you going to eventually post any of your stuff though?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna post formally very soon. Probably when New Year, Chinese New Year's comes around.
Oh wow, dude. I see. Every time I just
jeans.
Yeah, render the jeans. Why is my computer lagging so bad again? Well, I mean, of course I'm streaming, that's why. But I wanted to heart this, but and I didn't even. Ooh, let me see. What do I have in my background that's like killing my stuff? I don't know. I feel like. Hold on, man. But no, continue though.
But honestly, what do you think so far? Is it too?
I'm trying to say I love it.
Is it too crazy?
It's amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, man.
Oh man. Yo, that lag though, bro.
Yeah, I think I had the same problem too, but it starts getting better after a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I think having like rainy mood paired with like that can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I think I also have like paint open. I actually have paint because I was actually you know, not paint to a side. I'm talking about like MS Paint because I was like doing some sprites and stuff. But I guess I'll save that and do it later. All right. This is really bad. I really should have had like all my stuff ready before I streamed. It's okay. Tato's like, don't worry, it's all fine. It's all okay.
Yes, it's all good. Hey, she beat me to it.
But yeah. My character though, like I said, my Lasombra, she's all like contemplating like if she isn't it the thing like the more you use Obtenebration, the more you are going to like become a hecked up. Like you just devolve into a shadow man or something like that.
Yes,
I think that's what didn't bro just literally kind of like lift that up and put it for his little darklings and shit.
But it's more than that. The official lore of the White Wolf games, your character is actually more in touch with the worst part of being a wraith, because it's not like the Giovanni. The Giovanni deal with the necromancy, right? And yes, they do deal with spirits and ghosts, and they're very aware of it. But they use it more like in a magic sort of sense, so it's kind of like soul trap, zombification, all that sort of stuff. And usually the souls that they use are whole, so that means the ghosts that they use still have their psyche. But the Lasombra is a completely different thing. Why the real reason why they're so scary is because they're beyond that level. They're actually on an even lower plane of afterlife and undead. It is basically the husk of souls, the ethers, the oblivion, and the shadow that is all that remains of a soul that doesn't reincarnate or ascend.
I'm damned or something like that. Like as if like if I die, like my character's soul is just becomes dust, like nothing, or just is trapped into a Mortal Kombat ending.
Well, that's kind of a interesting question, because no one really knows for sure what happens, and that happens to all vampires alike, because when they die, that's final death, but their spirit is no longer this spirit is still undead, and it's like strange because it's like I think it's kind of impossible for I don't know, maybe there is a situation where a vampire has a wraith or something, but basically they just immediately get obliterated and their existence cease completely. That's also part of the curse.
With the mirrors
Cain.
or in general, okay. Oh.
Just in general. Because they're not a mortal soul anymore.
Okay.
That's kind of the cost of living for a long time. So if you die, you really can't go back after that. You die for good.
Right.
And that's the greatest loss of a vampire.
Okay, I know that, right? But it's just like
Yeah.
there's no. But it seems like for the La Sombra itself, it is. Yeah, that is really like a
Yes.
bad deal to get.
It's a it's a it is a very strong gift. I will say that. But for La Sombra, their lives are tethered in because of that Otenebration, yes? Their
Right.
lives are slowly being tethered into the shadow, which is honestly, of all White Wolf games and themes, it's probably the darkest thing, like literally shadow, but it's probably the
Figuratively and literally,
worst.
yeah.
Figuratively and literally, it's probably the worst ending you can get, because I actually learned this because recently, because I was playing my Wraith character, and I was so curious. It's like,
Oh,
yes, the person we're playing with is making a Wraith, but they've twisted it into their own thing. But I wondered what was a real Wraith like in an actual Wraith the Oblivion game, right?
mhm.
But I found out that the entire time that you're a ghost, now this is you're not a normal spirit that's gone to the afterlife. You have obviously unfinished business. You have these things called fetters that chain you and bound you into the mortal world, and your spirit cannot ascend, right?
Right.
And the moment that happens, you are immediately the game literally says you yourself are your worst enemy. You yourself is the worst thing that could possibly happen to you, because your spirit, your ghost, your wraith gets split into two things: your psyche, who you were when you were living, everything that you remembered, everything that you were, all the stuff that makes you you, but also your shadow, which is everything that is the worst, the darkest parts of you, the thoughts that you may naturally just have manifested into real life, basically haunting you for the rest of the time that you are a wraith. And this may be little thoughts, random things you've done, every lie you've ever told, every just horrible thought you've ever just thought, but you've never would ever in your whole life ever dare to do those sorts of things. Every little dark aspect of you manifested into this thing, and is trying to make you go down that dark path into the shadows.
Hold on. Are you saying it manifests as a thing that is trying to tempt you to do that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Time to tempt you, trying to kill you, trying to destroy you and turn you into an evil hive of a husk of yourself, really.
Right.
It's like this spirit is so bad, it's so horrible, because it's basically just you. It's not anyone else. It's like if your negative thoughts were timed to 1,000,000 to the infinite degree, and all it wants to do is to bring you to the darkness and become a hive mind husk of yourself, and essentially an evil spirit called a specter. And that is the worst ending. At that point, you are just basically like a horrible haunted ghost, but on the worst planes.
You become just a monster. They just become an NPC.
Yeah,
characters.
you just become a monster. And it's through your own making, which is probably the most horrible personal way to do it.
And
that's
how
why
does
most people don't like playing race.
how does this tie to the La Sombra though?
Because when you end up becoming a specter, or be a part of the shadow, you end up going into this really horrible place in Wraith, in the Wraith world, or also known as the Skinlands. But essentially it is probably one of the most mysterious planes of existence, the Oblivion, because no one knows what happens there. But you, as a Lasombra, actually have managed to, through your Ottenebration discipline, you actually manifest your powers using the energies from that really horrible dark place of Oblivion in the shadow.
No, we're not talking about the mentors. No, we're talking about the Vampire the Masquerade game. My
Yes.
vampire character and what she does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all good, Reg. See you, man. But wait, dog, bro. So I'm pulling from that realm. I thought I was just
Yes, yep.
manipulating like the shadows around me.
You are in as well, but your magic or your
Abyss, like, isn't it called
your
abyss
abyssal,
mysticism?
it's like yes, you also are pulling certain aspects and changing certain things through that realm as well. It's not all the time. It actually, only in high levels can you truly manifest it like that. But the dark things that consume these souls and all that, and just the overall energy that comes from that place is what you use to manipulate. But as a Lasombra, even as a Lasombra with a high level, what you're manipulating is only like the tip of the iceberg of how deep that realm goes.
Yeah.
Even an elder.
Wait. I've read something like, dude, that the Lasombra clan father guy, like he was on like some pirate stuff, and he was doing like some crazy like seafaring, and like he was so edged that he went to the bottom of the ocean and just wouldn't come back for years at a time. And like every time he came back, he was like much more stronger till he ended up looking like a burnt cigarette stick, like a burnt Slim Jim, and then they Diabloized him. But apparently it was like what you're describing is what basically he was like saying, like there's some Cthulhu type shit like going on in the shadow realm, and it's like,
yes,
oh, okay, so it is just like that. So wait, did they happen to change that lore then? Because it just seems like it's not that in V5 or anything like that then.
Honestly, I personally know nothing about V5. But I just know the original lore, and based off of the Wraith the Oblivion lore, it is actually pretty closely tied together.
So if my character is to become in contact with a wraith, like, is there any like sort of things that would happen that would affect me on a large scale?
Actually, it would depend though, because a wraith, not a specter, is actually a person that still has their psyche. Yes, they're battling the shadow, but they're still like a normal entity, like just a true blue ghost. You'd either have to be a ghost sensitive person, or be haunted by them,
right,
to really see them like that. Because it actually takes a huge amount of power for a wraith to even manifest and be in contact with on their own part as well. And that's actually more what the Giovanni do. They know how to communicate through magic, like, typical classic ways, like
talking about like sorceress ways, as in like
yes.
But then I mean, wouldn't that just kind of make them like Tremere? Or
that is actually a thing noted in the books, if I remember correctly. It's similar to the Tremere, but they have their own juice of magic. They're their own practitioners.
They have their own sauce? Wait,
yes,
so
they're known as necromancers.
but they operate like the mafia though.
Yes, they are mafioso necromancers. That is essentially the Giovanni.
Mafioso necromancer vampires.
Yes, mafioso necromancer vampires. The Tremere, though, are just basically vampire wizards. They can learn anything.
Okay, so they're your typical D&D wizard.
Yeah,
Let's see.
but the cool thing with Tremere is that in the recent thing, and this is a new emerging thing, is technomancy magic. So they also know how to do technology stuff as well as the old school stuff.
And this is the Tremere, right?
But
How come?
the Giovanni, huh?
Like, what would you pick if you had to choose them between the Giovanni and Tremere?
Honestly, I actually really enjoy them both a lot. It's like that would be a really hard one to pick. I would actually want to be a Giovanni though. Considering my Wraith character though, I can't help but think about Lynn. Because the Giovanni have such a unique and very secretive, like they keep their rituals tight-locked, tight-lipped. Like no one else but the family pretty much knows how to use their necromancy, and they definitely don't want the Tremere to know.
I think that's what Guillermo was like. He was rubbing elbows with the Tremere, and they were trying to get it out of him, and then he went to the Anarchs or something like that, and then they tried to get out of him. Like, dang, bro, everybody was just trying to. It seemed like everybody was trying to use that dude to get the secrets, but it didn't end up high. So, all right then. So then, like, if my character keeps using Obtenebration, is it eventually going to result in my downfall? Or me just being, like, haunted or cursed?
Actually, that actually may be true. The downfall of that is your character will slowly but surely be more reliant on the shadows, or the shadows itself will be aware of you even more. It's like in Warhammer when you use the warp.
Oh shoot! You said the shadows itself, like as if it's an entity on its own.
It is an entity. It is a realm and an entity, and the only thing that the shadows want to do is just to cause destruction and evil and just dark havoc and consume more souls into its evil hive mind.
So you'd say I'd become Lachey EXE.exe type looking thing.
Pretty much Lachey.exe.
Oh god.
That's if you fail a lot of rolls, which hopefully you do not, but you may get in touch with that. But also being aware that you might not ever realistically reach into that level unless you diablerize, because you yourself are only a 13th generation vampire, so you can't even go into the higher levels of Obtenebration.
So who I gotta eat? I gotta eat another Lasombra?
Yes, you gotta eat another Lasombra that's older, like an elder.
Oh my god, but they killed my sire though. Oh, an elder.
Yes, they killed you, but your sire cannot give you any more benefits to your generation. You'd have to get a Lasombra from at least like kind of like maybe even like 8th generation. That's pretty high. That's
kind of like Dark Ages
time. Yeah, that's some Dark Ages stuff if you can find one. But even then, the risks and the absolute, oh my god, the absolute like changes that you will go through is so horrible. It will probably be, well, it's powerful, yes, but you will definitely lose a lot of your humanity and a lot of honestly everything that Lachey is right now through the process, because to diabolarize as a vampire is probably one of the most taboo things to do as well. You will get power, but you'll also become more monstrous and beast-like, because you start craving. Not only are you craving the blood of your like of humans and mortals, just like a normal vampire is, you're starting to crave the blood of fellow vampires as well.
What about your Malkavian then? In order for you to get to the higher echelons of your like power, you would have to also diabolarize a elder, for instance.
Yes, she would also have to diabolize it or drink elder blood. And that's not the descent into madness that my character will go through as a Malkavian would also be a very horrible end for her too. It could potentially be, but at that point, Malkavians though, it's like it depends, because her character would be so deranged at that point, because she's not a dominate Malkavian. She's a derangement Malkavian in particular as well. So her discipline in derangements will also cause her to.
You have to take on more
I have to take on more derangements, character derangements.
Yo,
yes.
No way.
So the higher I get into my derangements discipline, I will have to add more derangements onto myself. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. I can make other people go crazy, but because but I'd have to be more crazier than them, basically. That's the essential turnaround for that. But it'll be a pretty messed up thing. But it is slowly happening already as my character is leveling up. Kiki is slowly becoming a little bit more off, but not. It's like teetering on a kind of, at the moment it's kind of a charming thing, you know.
Almost an innocent type of vibe.
Yeah, almost an innocent thing. But there is a beauty in the Malkavian mind, because they're not just crazy vampires. They are seers. They are people who tend to. They're more sociable of the vampire clans, that's for sure. Because they need people. They need humans and vampires alike around them to spread their message, something that's really important to them. I feel like that's the heart of all Malkavians. It's not because they're crazy, it's because they have something that they need to tell the world.
And what is your character's message? I mean, other than like she's a fashionista, she's a, she does a lot for her community.
She wants to bleed and find her strength through herself and through the others alike around her. She wants to support the people around her, like as if, because it's like she's making a foundation. Kiki's always making something. She's always building, and that's not for no random reason. Like she sees her life and the life of others that she cares about as something that needs to be uplifted and continue to grow. She wants to nurture things.
Right.
She sees, like, she kind of sees like the world like a one big garden that she must always try to maintain, water, nurture, fulfill, shed light on. And through her creative means as a fashion designer, you know, she wants to dress up people, and but more so see themselves as who they are, and bring out a certain aspect of them they've never seen before, or have that kind of creative spark in them, you know. And because she's a little bit kooky, she's a little bit crazy, she might do that in a weird way, but in a charming way that might make people feel like, man, like, I never thought about this about myself. I feel kind of more enlightened now. And it helps everyone around, kind of, you know?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, I do see that when you play as that character. Oh, darn it. Why did I, hold on, let me get, I have to readjust her neck here. But, bro, I mean, I do see that with your character. It's like, you do have a very interesting way of, portraying your character's descent. But it's gonna make it so hard, bro, because now it's like, not only does Lachey has to, deal with this, and now, Aisha has to, right? So,
Yeah,
I wonder how are you gonna handle it, you know, like going forward.
that's for certain. Now, Aisha has not seen the other side of Kiki, or seen the depths of what goes down. It is kind of a delicate matter that I like to put it, because I mean, I think of Kiki like if she was a real person. Like, she's a very put your heart on the sleeve type kind of person. She's a very open-minded and so herself open person. And yes, that comes with many flaws, especially in the world of vampires, where at the end of the, well, not at the end of the day, but most vampires are out for themselves, right? But she doesn't really think about things like that. She likes to be more, I guess, like, she's such a selfless, yeah, like, in the moment. She's very selfless about things, but she never regrets being so, because she knows when or when not to
Tone it down.
to hold herself back, like tone it down, yeah, like you know. And I think that's a good balance, like with Lachey, because Lachey keeps her grounded and reminds herself of, like, the aspects of just not like anchoring her. She's kind of her anchor a lot of the time, because the energy that Kiki has, it can go, it can spread out like a lot. You know, it's like she just want to go,
Yeah, she's quite
everything
everywhere.
Yeah, she's kind of everywhere. But to balance that out with Lachey is such a good thing for her. I just imagine, like, the kind of feats that the both of them are going to achieve over this time. It's going to be a very beautiful and wonderful thing.
Right. But now it's like we have Serenity and stuff in the mix. And not only that, Kim and stuff like that. Like, that's a whole bunch of mess.
That's a huge mess. It's kind of huge, but like small world kind of mess, because I mean, Kiki is Kim's auntie.
So.
And then Lachey and Kiki both know Serenity when she was a little baby.
Little.
Little baby.
Yep.
I can't wait until the day Kiki and Lachey uh go out to visit Serenity like rich wine
What
mums.
in what in Modern Nights?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Modern Nights, they're just like, oh my god, I saw you when you were a little baby. Oh, you
Hmm.
go, and then Kiki would pinch Serenity's cheek,
Seriously,
and
like,
then
who are
give her
you
like
old
expensive gifts and
weirdos?
all that.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just reminds me of like every family gathering,
Hmm.
and you
Hey,
just find
what what y'all doing on CNY?
see why? Honestly, kind of. I think we're kind of going with the flow. We might go to the temple. I
Hmm.
know for sure I'm gonna wear my pink aoyai this
Hmm.
year.
All right.
Um,
I don't think I've ever seen that one.
yeah,
Have I?
yeah, you have. It's a
Oh.
pink and yellow one.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't know you had to Diablerize just to get get all that clout, bro. Just to get all the way up there.
Yeah. Unless you were lucky enough to build your character with the earlier generation from the off rip, that means your sire was an elder.
Hmm. But wouldn't that make me a prime target though?
It would. And um well elder well if you build an elder vampire, it's kind of a slow burn as well, because your character is like just for beginning stats, um your character spent most of its points into having that generation, so they really won't be that good at anything else
Oh,
for the most part in the beginning.
I wish I would have done that. Wouldn't that mean that Lachey
Yeah.
was a vampire for a long? She would have been already in the world of the kindreds
Yep.
for like. Oh, okay.
Probably past Dark Ages or Dark Ages
Hmm.
vampire.
But
Um.
I think I feel like most people do that though in that server.
Yes, most people do that. Um.
Mm.
I purposefully did not, because I was thinking of it, but I was also thinking, um, like I actually want my character to be in an interesting middle ground, and there are certain things and challenges that a character with a higher generation can have too.
Hmm.
Um, first of all, their humanity rating is usually much more higher.
Hmm.
Um, uh, second of all, I guess it's like they're they're actually more interactable with the modern world, so they usually have more skill sets in that too.
But I mean, eventually, like, I wonder what VTM is going to be like when the future rolls around and it's all like, we got technology because it never, we've, okay, no, I mean, there is settings. I think V5 is set in our current present day, which
Mm-hmm.
is why they had to change the La Sombra thing to like make it where technology doesn't like interact well with them or mesh. So I don't know. I'm interested to see how that goes. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give her a different. I'm gonna give her a whole different outfit, bro. I'm not gonna.
But I believe that was always the thing with La Sombra. Um,
Yeah, but Aisha said that like my character could use technology. Nobody corrected her or anything. So I guess my character could use the phone or something. It was just the mirrors, right? It was only the mirror things, I guess.
right.
I don't know. I don't know.
I'll need to check that again, because I also thought that the Sombra can't really use technology very well. That's
Yeah.
why it's also one of the um it's it, it's a mechanical thing, but it's also kind of an incentive for how typical the Sombras are played. They, even though they do love their solitude, their independence, because they are the crowning
Mhm.
uh kings or queens, you could even
But that's the
say.
thing. They say that Lasummer don't even care about the crown, bro. They're not even like, bro. They say the crown don't even have real power, bro. They say that it's not even. It's like being a president, bro. You're still being told what to do, and shit. You don't have the power. This is why they're like the administrators, right? They want to be the admin and
Right.
junk.
they
If they if
they
they, if
do.
if the Lasombras had a Discord, bro, each and every one of them would try to vie to get the admin status. They want to be the STs.
Hmm.
They want to be the narrators, per se.
Yeah, it's true, but it's also because um I mean, it's not even about, they don't really care about that, yes, but I'm saying more of that in a spiritual
Oh, well,
sense.
yeah.
They naturally
They
have
naturally get that.
exude that type of energy, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, it's not about power, and they know it, but they have it anyways, and they'll use it in a way that either benefits them or the people around them, you know?
Well,
Um,
the typical Sombra is always all for self, right? They're always the one that is looking to get the better deal for themselves, and then if their coterie is a thing, then they'll do it. And like I was reading something, and they treat their ghouls so bad, bro. Like that, it's like super
yeah,
like strict. Like
very.
you cannot have one thing out of place, or else it's over for you. It's like you have to be perfect, right? That's hard. Like, dang, dude.
That's true.
Yeah.
A classic La Sombra like that does that because it is actually an inner fear within them because of that, because of their curse, because they
Hmm.
can't keep up with technology like
Oh.
the modern vampire. That's what I was actually going to go to. They can't keep up with the new trends, the new things. As much as they love their solitude, they actually do need the help of another, like a ghoul or anyone else in that matter, um, to do their biddings, even though they have such a powerful, powerful discipline like Temperation. Like,
Hmm.
what is that going to be useful for if you can't really do things in life normally? Because you don't have no reflection, you can't ever see yourself, you can't really use technology, your mind is boggled by certain matters of
Shadows.
the shadow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would you rather be a Malkavian in real life or a Lasombra, bro? Because it's like, bro. I mean, being a kindred itself is just horrible. It's a horrible
Is
existence.
honestly,
It seems like
realistically, I would never really.
I'd
It
rather just
is
be a
is
kind.
very.
Yeah.
I'd rather just be a mortal person. I'm about
Hmm.
to be a human.
But I guess that's the whole thing about V10 is that's where the horror comes in. At the end of the day
Yes,
for the game, you're playing a character
and
that is on a like lifeline. Like you're experiencing
yes.
supernatural phenomena daily, and you're never going to have a normal like everything you've never known is forfeit.
Hmm. It's definitely called the Curse of Cain for a reason. But I feel like most people who do play or just see don't really think about those bigger consequences of being a vampire in general most of the time. The gravitas behind that.
I mean, I feel like I've been playing my character kind of wrong because it's like, yeah, I mean, we're kind of just playing normal normies or some shit like that, like just with fangs, right? Um, each of our characters have like this thing to them that you can never like. If I know if I was like that, if that was ever to happen to me, I would like dude, I would break down and cry like so much because it's like everything that I cannot draw anymore. I can't. Well, I mean, I can draw, but I can never use a tablet, or I can't. I can't even like. I mean, as far as my appearance go, I mean, I'm kind of okay. I'm not really like hype. But the thing is, when you become a vampire, that you hyperfixate on those things, right? The things that you
Yes.
can't do anymore. So it's like, yeah, I guess I'd be like crazy because like, dang, bro, I'm so used to like seeing myself in the mirror. Not, I have to brush my teeth and all that stuff. You can't do that normally anymore. Really, you can't really check yourself like that, and you have to rely on other people
Mm,
to do it for you. It's like you feel
yeah,
super handicapped at that point.
definitely. And
That's a horrible thing.
every day, I mean, every day that goes by, of
What's up,
course, you
helping me?
lose one. Oh, hello, help me.
I lose one what?
You lose one blood point, so you must hunt. At
Oh my
least,
god.
you must hunt every day to find a mortal. And now, most vampires, and it's, of course, due to the masquerade and everything, is the best way to go about it is to try and attain it in a either you're lucky enough to get blood bags and resources, or you hunt someone but you try your best to control it so that you don't injure them or outright kill them in one go.
Oh yeah, to retain your humanity, of course.
Yes, to retain your humanity. Yes, and that is actually, for most vampires, the one thing that they try to keep the most is their humanity. To lose your humanity over time is probably one of the most damnedest things, unless you've just gone psycho and you just want to play a power game. But if you're treating
Hmm.
this like you're a real person, if you're thinking of it in that way, in that sort of vein, it is a very difficult thing. And both of our characters, the longer we will play them, it is bound to. I don't think that your character, you've been playing your character wrong at all. Um, I actually think your character, you have to be aware that your character is actually still a very new vampire. She is a neonate compared to a lot of other vampires. So is mine. And they still think in their human-like ways, which is a very beautiful thing. But it is sadly inevitable that over time, if we do advance our disciplines, or if we choose to do other things,
It will
um,
decay.
it will decay. Yes.
Hmm. Well, I mean, I don't know what to say to that, bro, because yeah, I didn't really take into account like, bro, like over eventually, dude, we will become like husks of who the people we once were as time goes on, and you will like your humanity, the things that you loved to do will become so alien to you that because you can't relate to humanity anymore. You're so fucking old, bro, that
Yeah.
even like eating and like all that stuff will become just like will be the point anymore. It's like you're tired of it. You're tired of like having to fake and pretend anymore. You give in to the beast.
Right.
But it's like, how do the elders stay or retain their like humanity? How do they do it, right? How is it that did they or maybe they don't? They're so far removed from it that like they go to sleep for years at a time and then they wake up and it's
Yes.
like, damn. I mean, we
No.
we had carriages and like
Yeah.
horse-drawn things, and now we have like literally metal beasts screaming down roads and like all that stuff. Like, what is it like that? Like, I'm just thinking like,
It.
if my character becomes so old enough, like, bro, why even try to hang on to whatever you have anymore, right?
That is. That is a viable case, and that is true for many elder vampires. Um, they have to go into torpor, the state of
Oh
sleeping
my
for a
god.
vampire. which can go on for multiple, like literally millennia, like lifetimes, like
Mm.
from like all the way, I don't know, like even all the way back into ancient Egypt times, all the way till now, and you suddenly decide to wake up, oh, let's party like it's 2023, you know, like. But it's just like, it is honestly, I think when I think about that, and I have thought about this for my vampire character, for Kiki, I think, who could outlast, who could enjoy life no matter what happens, no matter even in the eternal immortal cogs and cycles of life, who can how can you still enjoy all of that? But it's just, mostly it's just the new opportunities, new people, the new things, and I think it's actually explained so beautifully in The Sandman, with that one episode of
Mhm.
the Immortal Man.
Mhm.
That guy is all that I want to embody for Kiki, because it doesn't matter what he
It
does,
was
doesn't
good
matter
helping
how
me,
low he's been.
right? No matter how low he's been, right? He's
It
still what?
doesn't. He is still looking forward to living. He still enjoys living. Like, and they ask him this question all the time. Like you know, in the episode, it's like this, like, so you want to die yet? You wanna go? You know, you kind of outlived your time here. And he's like,
Mhm.
no, I'm never wanting to not be immortal anymore. I just want to keep on going. And so he has. And I think that's the beauty of, in a sense, that is the beauty of maintaining a vampire character. It is a lot of work, yes, and you will go through a lot of losses along the way. But if you strive through, if you keep that positive mindset, just like that guy, you'll never lose hope and light in your life.
Mhm. Man, like it makes, yeah. It's like dang, bro. Like you'd be afraid, like you can't fall in love with a mortal anymore because, dude, everyone you ever love will perish. But I guess it is the beauty of it. It's like you enjoy the moment for what it is, and you
Yes.
bask in the present, right? Because some vampires can
Mm-hmm.
never get over that loss. Like it the
No.
mental, like, toil that it has to always like try to like adapt also to the society and stuff. Like if the Lasombra, they cannot adapt to the current, like every time we have this technological boom, every, what is it, 6 years or 10 years, like
Mm-hmm.
things progress rapidly, and they're progressing even more rapidly due to AI having to come into play, and it's going to just thrust us into this crazy age where things are just like developing at neck break, just the speed of light. And in order to like adapt to this, these sort of creatures have to rely on others, because and it doesn't help with them having to be they're most of them are loners, and they're not typically seen within a group or a sect. um,
Right.
but those who are seen within the sect are, they climb the social ladder of it. But I'm just saying, for characters like my character who doesn't have that, August, Surge, and Arachne are eventually going to have to grow old and they're going to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe relying on people like Serenity to help would be a boon as
That
well.
is
Serenity and Kim, but
definitely.
I'm just saying, on her own, I don't think they would last. Like, it is a very pitiful existence, I would say, to be a Lasombra or any sort of vampire that cannot acclimate, and then just, like, okay, yeah, you get the power, you get all that shit, right? But it's like
Yes.
that, it will get you so far, only get you so far, to the point where it's just like, well, I've done everything I wanted to do. What now? Or if not that, it's like people who are embraced, and it's against their will, and they don't have the will to go on, right? They just, they're not even like they're abandoned or whatever. Like a lot of
Mhm.
the people who get embraced are usually typically abandoned, and then they don't have the introduction to the world of the kindred.
Mhm.
They will die from the sunrise because they don't understand what has happened.
No.
Um, and like for your character, huh? What did I say? I said it was great helping me. I said it was great. um, what was I saying? Oh, weird. But for your character, your character's sire abandoned her, or did she, or did they?
No, my character's side didn't really abandon me. She just let me go early because she herself, um, the reason she's kind of like a star agent or something, like a media agent, you know.
Hmm.
She sees a talent in Kiki.
Hmm.
Her brand of Malkavian, Kiki is her protege, and because Roxanne, Kiki's
Hmm.
sire, is a jazz singer. She's a performer herself, and much like Kiki, they both align with. They want to fulfill certain aspects in the lives of mortals and kind alike. They don't want they're they're using their Malkavian blood to uniquely uniquely give something special to others that you'll never be able to have in a normal sort of
So it wasn't
sense.
it wasn't out no malicious junk like, oh, this is gonna
No,
be my ticket. Okay.
no, definitely not. Um, so she let her go. She went back to Vegas. But she still helps Kiki out with her resources and money and her alternate identity, of course, because she is now a vampire, so she has to hide her real life details.
Mhm.
Can't keep connections with your mortal self and your family and friends anymore. Um,
Right.
it's just part of the masquerade, but uh, with uh, I mean, with Kiki, she's pretty much fulfilling that role, and it was also kind of like a boon because for a small boon for her sire, her Malkavian sire, who just wants simply a person who can do her clothes, hair, and makeup for as long as she
Oh,
lives too.
so it's like Boma hiring my
Yeah,
man's to,
so,
yeah.
yeah, pretty much. It's as basic and simple as that, and but that's the beauty of it, and I think it's quirky, it's funny, it's cute. Like she just wants to be looking pretty for the rest of her life, and she found that someone who's talented.
You would think that a Toreador would have got to you first.
That that's a very interesting thing, yes. But this is a very unique brand of Malkavian that I've kind of made. Um,
Mm-hmm. All right. What what would you have made if you didn't make a milk?
what would I have made if I didn't make a milk? Now, that's an interesting thing. I would say my other options, well, at least from the knowledge that I know of now, I would actually genuinely go for either a Tremere or Giovanni.
Mm-hmm.
But I also, um, I also would like a Ravnos vampire as well. They're very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, of those three, that's a hard one to choose because all three of those vampires deal with really big, more so esoteric powers, like real true blue high magic sort of stuff, you know.
Mm.
It's not as mundane, but even though it is like more grounded, with like other vampires, like for example a Toreador or Malkavian.
Mm-hmm.
Tremere and Giovanni and Ravnos, they're like pretty much the vampire wizards, warlocks, and mages,
It's the
necromancers, and all
closest
kinds of things.
you'd get to having Harry Potter vampire.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Harry Potter vampire.
Yep. Man. What an extensive world though. I mean, what a crazy world it is though. So
But ideally, I wish in the White Wolf world I would actually much rather like to be a Kuei-jin.
the Eastern.
Now, Kuei-jin, yes, the Eastern vampire. And the beauty of the Kuei-jin in particular, there is one kind of vampire that, like, I forgot what they were called. They operate with that. They operate in philosophies, and it's actually the mechanics in the Kuei-jin is actually, as I said before, goes into the alignment of like, how do you bring yourself and others into a higher level of spirituality? And there's many different ways of doing that. And it's just a cool way to play it off, I would say.
They don't allow Kuei-jin on the server, have they?
No, unfortunately. But if there was an option for that, I would have chosen Kuei-jin for sure.
But we wouldn't have Kiki as we know her today.
Yeah, we wouldn't have Kiki as we know her today, so I still love her.
Man. I'm just getting the base designs for all these guys down. I didn't even think I'd be redrawing them anymore, but that's interesting.
Yeah, I love it though. It's cute.
Yep.
What's this one you're drawing? Is this like a golden potato?
Yeah, that's the golden one. Yep. Now I'm doing violet, vitalat, or whatever, vitalate. You could look all these up, bro. These are real ones. But yeah.
No.
Yep. Man, I'm wondering if I should probably retain their eye style. Now that I think about it more closely, because I don't know. I guess they all. I don't want them to have look too similar to how I did Tato. But yo, as I was trying to say with the art that you showed me, dude, how are you? What filters are you putting on this?
I'm using gradient maps, and I kind of mix and match what overlay I use on them, like the effect, and just go to I touch up the lighting and the tone, the contrast a little bit with some curve filters, and then I also put a very subtle noise filter on top with a warm undertone to keep it more Kiki-like.
Oh,
So,
I see.
depending on the character that I'm drawing or just the vibe that I do, I mean, it's all about the lighting, the tone. I tend to make like my more softer, like warmer characters with warmer tones, as we were talking about color theory before. Warm things to keep it their character shine through. Well, if I was drawing like a more darker character, say for example Lynn, I would tend to use more bluey tones and stuff like that.
Right. And do you have like a set, the word is, do you have like a set color scheme for each picture you're doing then? Like, I think I seen you have that or something like that. You have like, well, I mean, it was in the last stream. Yeah, you do have like a board. You had a vision board, right? So,
Mhm.
yeah.
I have a board, and I use the previous drawings as also a backup reference to
Mm.
what I'm gonna draw next to keep things consistent.
Mm-hmm.
But I make all the filters and all the special effects into one grouped layer, so that everything stays consistent, like
Mm-hmm.
underneath in the painting.
Mm.
And I do color drop back and forth between my old drawing and my next drawing as well, just to keep the colors aligned.
Yeah, you put a lot of detail into the recent one because I'm trying to figure out. I see some filters, but I don't recognize what filters these are.
I kind of
So,
play around with it. And honestly, no one picture that I draw has the same settings for the filters. Just kind of, I guess that's why it looks so different each one, because I just play by a feeling, and I just go, what looks the best with the colors and the tone, and I can mull over it over like a lot. And you've probably seen in my last stream, like you just see like all the color, like the filters just keep shifting all crazily
mhm.
on the screen. But that's just because I'm thinking, what is the best look? What feels right for this image? And I go into those little details with the effects.
Mhm. See that. And with your, are you? 'Cause it seems like you're not kind of going for a more homely vibe, bro, with your art. I don't really see your high couture stuff when you first made Kiki.
hmm
Why is that? Why you changed that?
Because after all this time playing Kiki, I realized that Kiki may be into that stuff, but that's not defining of what makes her. Yeah, she has aspects where she is very kind of like out there, like shining like a
Mm-hmm.
star type thing with the couture.
Mm-hmm.
But her real personality, the way that she's played, and it may be just naturally because of who I am, and I just reflecting onto my character. She's just a very homely kind of maternal figure now. She's just a bubbly type, open-minded character at this
Mm-hmm.
point. But I feel like that's more aligning with me and her, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
just makes sense.
In other words, it does. It just works.
Yeah, it just
But
works. Like she's
where?
not like on some pedestal. I know. I made her very like kind of grand and all that. But the more that I played her, and then the more that I
I don't think she was ever
realized.
bland though.
Oh no, I said grand.
Oh, grand. Oh.
Yeah. But the more that I played her, and the more that I realized, I felt her character, right? Because when you make a character and you see their development and you play them more, and you start like finding things that just makes them feel like it's more like them. and then it's just over time I just realized, oh, Kiki is more like this, you know?
Well, yeah, because when I first seen you draw her, I was thinking like, all right, man, this character seems like she has the expertise on her field, I'm sure she does, but I feel like you're trying to bring her down
Mhm.
to Earth, if that makes sense.
Right. I'm definitely trying to bring her into a more down to earth character. She she may be now, and I'm trying to play her as a person that does have a natural high appearance trait. She is very, like, she stands out naturally, but there is also something about her that's surprisingly. It's like when you go to someone, you think, oh my god, they're so scary because they look too crazy cool and stuff. But when you
That's what I
talk to
thought
them,
when
they're
I first
actually
seen
really
you. Yeah,
nice.
yeah. I
You
was
know?
like because when I first this it goes, yeah. That's pretty much how I was when I first seen you. Because I was like, man, you have such a grace about you that you just seemed like I couldn't just go up and be like, hey, man, what's up? You know, because it's like you seemed to like you was in with the it crowd and all that stuff. But nah, I mean, you
Oh gosh.
just a normal dude.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm not trying to be like. I honestly, in the past, I had that a lot, but I'm just glad that I have you now, cause that's all I need. Like with just keeping me grounded as well, keeping things just normal. Like, I mean, we're all human at the end of the day.
Yep. Unless you're a VTM character, then you know.
Yes. But the funny thing is, to me, at least how I tried to play Kiki, she's probably more human than a lot of other humans in real life.
Oh yeah. It's 'cause she's flawed and but she also has a zest for life and she wants to like experience. Are you talking about all humans than any other characters you make? Because like if we think about it,
Oh yes.
the way that Indel treats Kim is a bit how you can say like it's the same way like how you I mean not to the effect of what Lila does or says to
No.
um yeah, but no, it's just like yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
insane,
mean,
bro, to go into it, honestly.
there's a huge range of characters that we both played. I would say, with different ways of acting,
Hmm.
and I think it's just the art of it, like the art of role playing and character design, and making a story out of that. Most of all, you know,
Hmm. Yeah.
um, making something that's worth investing, making something that makes you yourself and the others that are reading and enjoying this game realize something about life and just cool things in general. You know,
Mhm.
I feel like I learned a lot of
Uh,
things,
it's a
new
gateway into
skills.
self like exploration, you could say.
Yeah, self exploration is just a great way to do that. In a much more like safer environment, of course. You know.
Hmm.
Um,
Where
And honestly, both of us have learned so many new skills just because we play these games.
hmm. Oh
Like,
yeah, I mean, I would like to play something that would engage my mind or something like that. I don't
mhm,
really want to play anything that's like that I just shut my brain off or something too. But I mean, I do at times. Like
right.
I do like have those things, but something that's
Oh,
gonna
of
inspire
course.
me to want to pick up a pen and draw. You know,
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
like inspiration is all around us. It it's just kind of hard to like sometimes like to like see it right and to capture
It
it.
is.
And I think I was saying this to you yesterday. It's like we was talking about Kim Jung Gi and like how
Yes.
that dude is like literally just a printer, a human
Yeah,
printer
he
when it
is.
comes to drawing. I mean, bro, literally puts in work. Like I was saying, the 10,000 hour golden rule ratio thing, like
Mhm.
for you to become an expert, dude was, and I look at our I look at the roll 20 and all those hours, dude. Like I think we had like 15,000.5 hours in on that website, and I was just thinking like,
Really?
yeah,
No way.
if you look at it,
That's
yes.
crazy. I need to check it out.
I'm just thinking like, dude, imagine you put that much enough time of that into your work and your art and stuff, and then like you just come out like use the hyperbolic time chamber, bro. You come out looking
Yeah.
like Broly or something like that, but the artist form of him though,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh my god, that would be crazy.
So I'm just thinking like, yeah,
Honestly, yeah.
imagine like doing that this year though, like you just going hard, bro. But you know, 10,000 hours, that's like over a year. That's like 2, 3 years of consistently honing your talent, you know. But then again, it's like you got to account for other things that might show up in your life, and yeah,
Mhm.
music. Oh, right, right. Pet, every animal. I don't know what to put for Vidalette, but we'll figure it out. I don't even know what to put for most of
Yeah.
these characters. Like what I'm doing these days now, I'm just drawing them with the pose, and then like whatever, like I'll come back to it later and be like, okay, I think this might be a good idea to work with.
Right.
All right, hold on. Yeah. Shoot. So, what about your current projects though, right? So, are you going to eventually get back into making maps and stuff? Like when you get a free time, because it would be cool to see the map of the place that you're trying to like build for Kiki, like in the boutique,
Crescent
right?
Salon.
Yeah,
Yes,
the salon.
Crescent. The salon and lounge. It's actually gonna be a daily salon and then a nightly lounge.
Yeah.
Um,
Are you going to draw that?
so I am definitely gonna draw that. Um, I I've been like sorting through uh other things, but I feel like that would be a good gateway to go back into map making again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I have been writing a little bit uh for the Chantel theme. Um,
Oh shit! Hold on. Hey, I'm back. Kind of
oh,
damaged
welcome
my
back,
wrist
Richie.
from Max.
Oh,
What is Max? Oh, from Jim. Oh, in Jim. Oh, got you, got you.
oh,
Yeah,
but
rest your
what's
wrist.
next?
I have no clue. I just know that he had to go to gym, but um,
Oh,
but yeah. Uh, 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 are you going to uh? How are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it like the way you did like the Hobbit home?
yeah, I'm gonna do it like the Hobbit home.
You gonna have a day and night
Um,
version?
yeah, but for Kiki's place, I'm also gonna have like a day and night version. Um, it'll probably have like a like like we can RP as our human characters in the daytime chat.
Bro, I don't think that's possible. Is it possible? I don't think you can do that.
We can't. Oh,
You
then
can't? I mean, I don't know. I never seen anyone do it before. Unless you're a storyteller.
I'm probably just gonna make a vignette of like what happens in the day then.
Oh, word. Okay, yeah, sweet. You see the two new guys that joined?
No, I have not.
Yeah. And plus, bro wants to go. I'm like, man, I'm not really ready right now. I'm trying to do my art.
Yeah. Oh my god, I got so like thing with the talking. I still haven't even finished my entryway
Yeah.
of like writing that stuff.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Alright, now they need to do Dore. Okay. 5. Gonna make some SAO markers. Interesting. Sword Art Online markers. And something I've never thought to see. All right, let's get this potato done. But yeah, I kind of got like all my stuff done. Like we could do the thing, but I can't, like, that's like splitting my mind between three different things.
Oh yeah. Also, I still haven't even put up the intro that I was supposed to do.
Yeah,
I'll incorporate that.
yeah.
I hope it's not too loud with my typing.
No, I don't think so. I'm just about to do this and then color it and then get the thing that I need to do done. All right. I put a lot of beauty marks on my characters. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Cause you have a beauty mark.
Mhm. Actually, I think I got like another one like on my cheek, like no, like on my eye, and then on my like cheek, my face.
I got
Yeah.
3 that looks like a triangle. It's goofy.
I think I remember seeing it. Yeah. How do you color blend? I don't color blend. What you mean, man? Explain that. I made a poll and people want to see it expand beyond DDLC and I've been posting. Yes, yes. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to move away from DDLC, but it's almost like it's gonna be a task. I think I was talking to Woozy about it, and I was saying like, bro, you can either enter on Twitter as an artist of like doing your own thing, or you could become a fan artist, right? It's like, and then when you want to try to break out and do your fan art stuff, I mean your own stuff, right? It's gonna be sort of a struggle. And he was all like, I was like, yeah, like that's because he wanted to go and start posting every day and daily like me and stuff, and he wanted some advice, and I was like, man, you gotta think of how you wanna come in the game, bro. But yeah, I'm trying. I don't want to. I really want to like cultivate my own universe. So that's why I'm just ripping stuff away from like the stuff I did in like 2015, 20. No, not 20. Oh my God. Well, yeah, Tato is from that era, but I'm just talking about like my more recenter, yeah, recent stuff. I did say I was gonna draw Jack and stuff in the updated style. I think with this style I was doing like back then when I was doing all this, I was experimenting so much, dude, and I don't know. I'm glad to be going back to it, but I don't want to deviate so far from it because now I'm seeing like, yeah, each character just looks like a variation of Tato. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, I guess, but I do want each character to feel distinct. So when I go back to and doing my webtoons and stuff, I want to see like how I want to get like a whole character, like what you might call it, like a character sheet or something like that with the whole 360 design and all that, right? I don't know. I think everybody should make their own universes, right? But I guess if you're a fan of something, like you're really that die hard about it, then yeah, I think go all for it. Everybody has their own thing. Personally, for me, it doesn't matter as long as it's appreciated and I don't mind. I want to post my art to share with people who want to stay. I'll just keep drawing what I love to do most. And if people don't like it as much as they don't really care, something I enjoy. That's good. But I guess for me, I'm trying to build like my own like thing, right? I want to build my own universe. You know, something that like, yeah, I look back on like, dude, I actually, like, I can actually enjoy this because I built it. I built it by my own thing, and uh, I mean, I get, of course, I'll still do the DDLC stuff because that's what people are now knowing me for. But I guess the word is, what is the word, Ren? What is the word I'm looking for? I'm looking for um I don't know. It's a challenge to do so, to try to like be on that original thing, right? Because
Right.
like for a long time I was an artist that did like look to other things and was like, man, I can't see this being bigger outside. I can't see my own stuff being bigger outside of myself. No, outside of this franchise, right? So I guess it's like, I don't know. For me, it's the reason why I'm really just trying to push forward my own stuff this year to see where that goes. And if it don't go anywhere, uh, whatever. At least I did try. But I'll just change up my tactic as I usually do. I mean, I went through so many changes, bro. Like doing the whole Pokemon thing and stuff. Uh, it was fun for a while. Then it just started to grate on me because it's like, oh my god, like I'm not really getting anywhere with it. Like, and plus it's not making me happy. But I stuck in there anyway. It's like, I guess it's like, why keep doing something if it doesn't make you happy? Because I'm already that knee deep in it. I've already I did like the first 5 generations. Sure, having people appreciate your art is great, but it doesn't matter about what they think. It matters what you like your own art. I'm trying to understand what that means. Um, no, I mean, I'm saying like it. I just wasn't feeling fulfilled, if that makes sense. Doing other like another franchise art, even though I was a fan of it, like people were now like fitting me in. Like I am the Pokemon artist. I am the this artist and that. I just want to be the Shun Bun artist, I guess. Yep. Come on, I can't get this thing right. Get her hair bow. I wish I could go back and talk to like myself to see what the heck what was I thinking during this time when I was just drawing all these things, because I felt like I was in like the one thing I remember was being in a desperation or something like that. Felt I felt like I was trapped and lost, right? I mean, I was coming off from a lot of like depressive, like manic episodes, I guess. I don't know. And I wanted to I guess these characters doing Tato and all that stuff like was therapeutic in a way. But I got away from I started to lose like sight of that though, because it just wasn't like I just wasn't I just didn't see like the value in Tato. Like I just didn't see like, oh, it wasn't doing anything, right? But I do see where now it's like if I had stuck with it, I feel like I could have things would have been a bit different. I feel like now, but I am grateful for how things did turn out. Like I'm glad like I've come across these communities and happen to be reawakened to the fact that like, man, you know what, you do have like you do have some sort of talent or gift that you can try to like, you know, exercise your brain to create different. Hold on, let you to Reg. What I mean is that as long as you love and are proud of your own art, then you as an artist has succeeded at being an artist. Right. I feel like it's different for everyone though, right? I mean, yeah, if that works for you, I'd say like, man, that's great. Like, but I guess it's, you know, for me it's a different. I have a different outlook on it. A very, very different outlook. But if you're satisfied with that, then I don't see anything wrong with it. That's great. Um, but I guess like for me, it's this nagging thing that I must always attempt to try to like become, I guess, work towards establishing something that I can call like my own. I don't know, but I do see the value of what you're saying, helping me. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Yes, sir. But shoot. Hey, Bean, how far are you on your thing?
Honestly, I'm definitely not ready. I want to be
Okay.
ready.
All right, so no problem. Being proud of your own work is success on this in of itself. Being self-fulfilling outside of validation is always helpful though. In being fulfilled by outward validation, having others validate your brand. Well, yeah, yeah. I relate to that. Yes. And that's what it was for me when I first did make the quiet potato, and it did like hit in back then, and I started to see like because my mom did not support what I was doing, and I still feel like she doesn't. She doesn't see my art stuff as a thing that works out for me, but it's not about that. It's my life, or whatever. So, for me, this is fulfilling to do. I don't care about like all of the stuff that comes with it if it does happen to pop up. I'm just happy that like I'm back in that mode now, that I do want to have my own like stuff now, that I do want to like at least like throw my hat in the ring of trying to have my own franchise of stuff. I don't know if that even makes sense. But yeah, it's nothing that fulfills me like what Felix said. Yeah, just the gratification of having something that your mind has concocted over hours of just mulling over it. But I feel like I need to put more time into it in order to like flesh it out, because it's not near where I want it to be. It's that perfectionist vibe. If that makes sense. Yeah, that's true. But personally, I like to know that myself as an artist needs to first like my own art before I see other people. How other people. No, I love my own art. I just wasn't fulfilled doing like other like getting outside of the stuff that I created helping me is what I'm saying. I appreciate like I love like the fact that like the Pokemon stuff is like it was what it was, and then the manga stuff like it was my own like style, and it was from my mind. I guess I just didn't align over time with what that it was like more of that was overtaking the things that I wanted to bring in for myself, and I let myself become so entrenched into it that I kind of lost sight of what I wanted to do. So it was like a thing. It was my own machinations like that led me to that point. But Felix, I love cooking and eating, but I love watching people eat and enjoy my food even more, knowing that someone out there enjoys my. Yes.
I
That
agree.
that is it.
Oh my god, I agree on that so much. It's the warmest feeling.
Hmm. But helping me, you're not wrong. I mean, like, yeah, you gotta love your own stuff first. Like, if I didn't love my own stuff, man, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd be drawing anymore. I definitely wouldn't be drawing anymore, man. I'd be like just so, and honestly, it was like that for me for a while. Like, I guess I keep saying like I keep bringing that up, but like when I broke up with my ex, I just like I tied so much of my art's identity to her that I just didn't see myself growing outside of that. So I just took a long hiatus and was going through a lot of episodes. But I mean, you get through it, and then you work past it, and then you move on to better days and greener pastures.
You yourself brought yourself out. So, I mean, that's at the end of the day, that's what everyone does. And I think that's wonderful because, I mean, of course, it's a given that you love what you do, and
Mm. That's true. That's true. I just can't get away from it, man. I love it, but yeah. I mean, you're a
you're
true
one of the
artist.
most, yeah.
Hmm.
No, you are a true artist. I'm just saying, like, of all the people I know, you have one of the strongest willpower I've ever seen. That's for
I
sure.
don't know, man. I'm.
Yes, you do. It's strong.
I don't know, man. I just to keep going is like the thing that is important to me. Even when things do not seem that they're going to have a good outcome, you stay the tide. Is that the word? Is that the saying? But yeah.
I
Okay,
think
take
so.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Phew. Okay, now I gotta color these in. I remember the hiatus. You came back so much stronger with art that shows growth. Thanks, Felix. Thanks. Yeah, I'm glad, man. You were here for all of that. You were here for that whole
Yeah.
thing, man. Jeez, it's like that's years. I think what I love more than anything is watching other people do their own art or start art because of your own art. It's amazing feeling. You did that to me, Sean. I started doing art more often. I'm glad helping me. You've been killing it lately. You've been doing what you need to do, and that actually makes me proud to see that you are putting your spin on things. Uh,
Mhm.
you've taken like I mean I don't know. I was super like in my feelings about it, but over time I just start to see like dude's really made his own like niche with it. And I'm grateful to be in your company to see you flourish with it.
We both are, honestly.
Yes. Here. Yeah, man, that was a crazy period though. I can laugh at it now because it was like, yeah, Bun was going through some unfun moments. But honestly, end of the day, got through it. Uh, Changing my stuff up, trying to grow with the times. Not necessarily trying to let like whatever I was feeling now or back then like weigh me down. All right, just checking my thing. Yeah, but I guess it doesn't mean that like I mean yeah it's been saying yeah man you've been killing this shit. Sean, but I love how you grew in your art skills. These arts are always so lovely and inspiring. You alone do so much for others. And I'm truly proud of you, big bro. Oh my goodness. You guys, I don't know what to say. Like, I guess I would be big bro, cause I am to listening you doing your art. It's okay. We're all judgmental on the stuff we own. I'm grateful for. Well, yeah, like you're going to definitely uh evolve as the years go on. I mean, I wish I had someone like who had that bug to infect me with back then, because I mean, I guess to get to for me to get to the point where I am at now was a lot of trial and error, as it were. I mean, you all are gonna grow in your own way, of course. Me, I'm still like I myself am still trying to like find where I'm going, and I do see what that the tarot reading that Felix was saying, like making a choice had come into play, because I started to feel it, man. Like recently, I'm like I feel like when it comes to the direction I want to go in the trajectory of my life at this point, because I'm not getting any younger, I feel that like yeah, there needs to come to a point where I need to just sit myself down and be like, bro, what is all of this art stuff? What is it for? What are you doing with it? And how is it like fulfilling you in your life in any way? And I had like a moment, I had like a what is it? A moment of clarity, a tower moment even. Not a night of the dark soul. Dark night of the soul? What is it? But I'll just say a tower moment. I had like a moment where things just started crashing down like right recently, and I'm just thinking like, bruh, if I don't really take myself serious and start putting myself out there in a way where it's like, yeah, this is my career, then I'm just going to end up doing the same thing I did last year, and I have not done anything to show. I don't have anything to show for it. You know, but yeah,
Mm,
that's the thing I'm trying to
same
get
with
away.
me too.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, I
Thanks,
know I
man.
haven't done.
Thanks, Felix. What we say?
I know I haven't. Like, I've been backing up so much projects in the background. I haven't posted. I haven't really had a true debut for this year yet, but I really wanna. When it does come back, I hope it's the start of something new. Cause I don't want to keep going through this cycle any longer.
Yeah, that's what I was contending with. The like the whole time I was like in 2022 was feeling like I was making the progress, but the thing is, you don't even know like you're already like amazing. You don't know that you're already amazing, bro, until you actually like just sit yourself down and be patient, and then
Hmm.
just discover what it is about you that is
Right.
captivating, right? Um,
Hmm.
I would say Ren, like for you, it is like you have a amazing like personality, like and in your arts,
Wow.
but it also plays into your art skill. Like I feel like with each and every one of us, like Felix cooking, like yo, I cannot not see Felix and not think of like food, because the
Yeah, it's true.
dude does it so much that like it is part of him, and not only that, he has a lot more other stuff that he does as well. But it would seem like
Mhm.
the one thing I just like seeing those cooking videos is really like it really does make my day to see, as well as helping me's art, and then also seeing Regimen do his thing. Like all of it all plays, and kind of like as artists, like we all like play off of each other with that. You know, we get
Definitely, we
inspired by
do.
seeing each other do the thing, right?
Hmm.
Got colors different, but yeah, man, it's been a treat so far to do this and be in amazing company. Dang, bro, did I really not? I might have to make this a bit darker.
It's like
Yeah,
we bounce and multiply off our own energies. It's so awesome.
yeah, yeah. I'm mad the color's different. It's too. I don't know. It might work. I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. Okay. Then this one. Oh wait. Okay. It's like, oh, potato. Bam. Oh, she has like a lemony kind of hair color. Lemon. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in time, in due season, as long as you just keep doing your thing and you keep going with it, it's like there's nothing that you cannot achieve. And that's, I'm trying to be more considerate of that. Like, if I just apply myself more,
Mm-hmm.
this art style is nice, I would say, but there's more that can be done.
Definitely.
But I mean, I'm not trying to
But
like
this,
kill myself over it, you
well,
know?
no.
Yeah,
I mean, like, we all think the same way. I mean,
yeah.
there's always something to be done, but at the same, look, that's inevitable. But it's like the work and the evolution of it all is pretty much the acclimation of it. Like,
Mhm.
I
I mean,
guess,
just being like applying your
yeah,
true
just
like
applying
your focus to it, because I find, I won't lie, I mean, you know this and I know this, we are both two people who do not that can lack focus at crucial moments
it. Yeah.
that need it, right? And then the things
Right.
that we do give focus to, it's just like, why? It's like real smooth brain like stuff. But I don't know. I mean, what do you think, right? Like, do you feel that you can use more focus?
All the time. But at the same time, I have to be grateful of the moments that I do get into that Zen moment. Because when it does happen, I just wish that it's just a matter of training and disciplining myself into staying into that state of mind for longer. But that's gonna happen over experience and, of course, just time given to it.
You're right. In due season. I don't know, I'll keep saying that, but it's like something will have to give. But shoot. I guess thinking more succinctly or more clearly on things, ugh, hold on, I had to. Alright, we're good. But yeah, thinking more clearly on what I was trying to, I guess the point I was trying to hit on earlier about staying rigid, right? Staying like but flexible, right? Staying flexible to the point where you're actually able to do. You're like, for me, I'm talking and I'm doing this, and I've been talking and drawing the whole time. Um, it's not good to multitask, right? But I feel like there's benefits to it, right? Like currently, Rin, what are you doing right now?
Currently working on the RP stuff, just setting up. So I still need to prepare my stuff things, but today's gonna be a busy day. Family's
What?
coming over.
Oh right, yo, it's CNY. Well, it's going to
Yes.
be.
Well, it's going to be well in 2 days for me.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because like I also have a dentist appointment in the middle of all that, and then
So you
I
should
got
actually be asleep right now, then, right?
well, nah, I'm probably gonna get ready in a bit because I'm trying to accommodate for like the time that we're gonna post this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course after the stream.
Mhm.
And then get ready at the meantime and all that other junk. So what did you
Word.
remember, Richmond?
Yeah, what did you remember, man? But yeah. I could literally make a webtoons with all these creatures and just it's just the most craziest thing that they get into. Oh my god, it'd be in the same vein of Osomatsu.
Oh my god, that would be so goofy.
Yeah, yeah, they yeah,
Love
bro.
it.
They got Jack that just
I
comes
really
around and then they're all like Jack, you know,
no.
like in Jack.
No, he just sit there. He just sit there.
Mhm. I made a story on Regiment's lore. I need to finish the ending, but now I'm also getting started on episode 2. Oh, good, man. You're making progress. Felix, ADHD brain on important things. Ugh. Yeah, sleepy. And then ADHD on things. It likes hyper focus. Yeah. Do it, Sean. I dare you. I subscribe so fast. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I was thinking about it, man. I was making just the I don't even know what I'd call it, but it'd be the most chaotic mess of a thing. Each potato just wants to live their life, and then but you got I don't know who would be. I know there'd be an well no Dati or Yam would definitely be like, eh. I mean during this time she wouldn't even be caring about like her villainy. She just would be kind of chilling like. I mean, you guys are all like my sisters, so I don't know what to do with you all. And then Tato herself is all like, I know, let's go grocery shopping or something like that at the mall. Let's see, eyes. Instead of grocery shopping at the grocery store. Yep. Okay. Evil red eyes. Okay. That. Blue. Rin, you still have not heard of Bluey yet?
Who's Bluey?
I told you to look it up. It's an Aussie show.
Oh, let me see.
You'd know when you see it. You see it. It's just like really popular and shit right now, I guess. Trust me, you're gonna be like, I know this, or you're probably not gonna.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
You have?
I didn't
Okay.
even know. Yeah, I have.
Told ya. I think I'd make Dore more like Prompto. She looks like a female Prompto from Final Fantasy.
Oh, that would be so cute.
She just wants to go see the big chickens. I just got that from you, Rin, because that's what Quito called it.
The
Just called
big
them big
chicken.
chickens.
I want to see the big chickens.
Yeah, man. Yes, sir. Okay. You know what? I know what's missing from them all. I was like, bro, why don't these feel like Tatos? It's because they don't have like the magic hair bow. I think that was like something I wanted from my original lore when I was making these. I was like, they all need to have like magical hair trinkets because I was literally trying to copy Sailor Moon. I wanted them to have like magical girl trinkets. Yeah, blue is what Pepper wishes she was. Oh my goodness. What's up, Ori? Yeah. That's what I was saying. It just blew up, man. I mean, I think I seen like the concept artist or like the lead art designer or something like that on not Facebook but Twitter, something like that. Like he was saying like how like it was something to the effect of like not imagining like he would be doing such a prolific show like that now. It's like yeah, man, dream job to be working on it, to be working on an awesome show like that. Like I didn't realize like it dealt with such adult topics. Like I've only seen like certain other kids shows do that, like delve into it and like so deeply without it losing its context or losing the point. All right, I need to get her eyebrows or her eyelashes. My bad. Whoop. Okay. Oh shoot. Oh my goodness. There we go. Eyeliner, eyelashes applied. Pepper never could. Yeah. I mean, what wasn't like I think when I met you and what's her name was making all those Peppa Pig jokes.
Yeah, because the China
Uh,
thing. Oh, that was just goofy though, goofy memes.
I'm just thinking like what was going through the Bean's mind? What was the Bean thinking about those days?
I don't know, I was just.
Just
I
chaotic
was like
individual.
hooked up into the hive mind of Meme Central.
Hmm.
Everything new that came out, I was just like up on it like instantly with the night over. No, not even like minutes. Like I was like
Dang,
on,
like
I was like
just
live news reports of all this crazy stuff.
oh god.
I've been making things at like 3 a.m. like real horrible like shit posts and stuff. Like
Mhm.
oh, it was really goofy.
But now look at
goofy
you.
beat era. Yeah.
Just being I don't know, a bean.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I think. Yep.
But you're the bunny one.
Yeah, and the bunny one.
I'll
I
be
guess.
the beanie too.
I mean, yeah, that works. But yeah, you're bean too. Okay. I can already see Russet, cause she's the normal potato, right? She doesn't want like the French fries we eat, and she's just all like, man, you guys are nice, you guys are my sisters, but I just honestly I just want to just watch my YouTube videos. And then you got Gold, and she's all like fashion forward. She just does like everything. Like she definitely has a collection of Bratz dolls in her room, and like everything, makeup everywhere. Like, and she goes cosplaying. She goes to all the cons. She doesn't really give any mind to it. She just does what she needs to do. I mean, I think I was gonna put it where like Gold had like the most cosplay outfits, but I think that's what Tato has. I mean, Tato has been cosplaying Attack on Titan and all kinds of stuff, man. But then you got Vidalette, and she's an interesting sort. She loves her music. Nothing about her, like everything about her screams that like yeah, I love all sorts of music. If it sounds good, she'll listen to it. You know, she might look a bit goth, but I think she listens to a little like bubblegum pop or even like city pop. You know, her and Tato's music kind of aligns. Then you got Dory, and she's all like the type to she's more tomboyish than you think. Like, I mean, she'll wrestle, she'll do all that stuff. Her nails aren't really done that well, but oh, wait a minute. I realized I think I gave them all their own like little like lipstick. Whoops. Sorry. I got so caught up in the lore of them. But I'm thinking like when I do, or if I do make that webtoons, yeah, it'll just be like episodic, right? Each character have their own like little arc thing they go through. Let me get back to Violet. And it will be the cute. It will be the cute. Okay. Oh, let me stretch. Good. Looking good. I think I'm gonna color their hair, then I'll come down on the stream real quick. But dang, I did not think I'd be drawing them again. That is a pleasant surprise. For
Very
me.
pleasant surprise.
Mm-hmm. Hair. Outfit. Oh well. Yeah, I'll just call it that. But I'm just coloring our outfits right quick. Actually, I think I might leave them all with white shirts. Oh, except for Violet. I mean, she has her outfit. Oh. Her nails, which I'll get to. But I am out to cut out, you guys, because I have not eaten at all today. So, I will see you guys in the next stream. I do want to do more longer streams. I want to do more 8-hour long streams. But for now, heck, I'm waiting on my mom to come. She's supposed to come pick me up. I'm going. I'm supposed to go in to, I guess, just see what the heck she wants me to move around her house. So, don't really feel like it, but I got to. But yeah, I'm about to head on out, you guys. I love each and every one of y'all, man.
See you. Love you all.
But yeah, Felix, Ori, Reg, helping me. We'll see you guys in the next stream, alright? Peace.
See ya.